everybody, TD Poet here, back with another short book shout out. These book shout outs I kind of do just periodically. Every once in a while I read a book that I think is really transformative and I want to share it with you, and I want to give a quick shout out. So these videos, I try to keep them 5 minutes or under, so you can kind of hop in and get a quick idea for something new to read. Today's shout out is GreenLights by Matthew McConaughey. I really enjoyed this. Memoirs are one of my favorite genres to read, so I really wasn't surprised to like this book. I was surprised by how much I liked it. At first, this book has been out for a while. It's been out for about a year, but at first, there was no way I was going to read this book. I thought, oh my God, here comes another rich celebrity memoir, a rom-com stud no less. But I heard Matthew McConaughey on the Daily Stoic podcast with Ryan Holiday, and he just sounded so positive and introspective and awesome. So I wanted to read this book, and I'm really glad I did. He's had a hell of a life, and it was a fun read. So what's unique about this book is the informal tone. I really felt like I was sitting around a campfire having a conversation with an old friend. So I appreciated that quite a bit. Throughout the book, there are journal entries, little poems, and bumper stickers. I thought that was really unique because you get to know McConaughey a little bit. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you can see this text here. So there's a lot of stuff like that. It almost looks like Post-it notes inside the book. I thought that was really unique. I don't know if you can see that. Just really cool. In the back here, there's, let's see. Sorry. So there's a lot of stuff like that, a lot of journal pages that broke up the narrative a little bit and kind of pertains to whatever chapter you find these little whimsy shorts in. So the book's theme is green lights. So Matthew McConaughey throughout the book talks about green lights. What is a green light? I wrote this down so that I would get it right for you. A green light is an affirmation of our way. Approvals support gifts, gas on our fire, attaboys, and appetites. They are cash money, birth, springtime, health, success, joy, sustainability, innocence, and fresh starts. We love green lights. They don't interfere with our direction. They are easy. They are shoeless summer. They are yes and give us what we want. And of course, he gives reasons why it's not all green lights. Failure, disappointment, death. Sometimes these things are necessary. You don't always get where you want to go the way you want to get there, but you get where you need to go. So that was the prevailing message I felt of this book. I really enjoyed the random thoughts and poems, that glimpse into his mind. They go all the way back from 1992. I mean, the book covers his childhood through the present day, but it really centers on his teenage years into his adulthood. And I really liked that he wasn't trying to be super deep. Instead, it was just fun reading about his life, but it was a lot of reminders of the simple things we already know, like taking a walk in nature and how that can be so cathartic. How that can be so healing and a positive attitude. He reminds us about that and how that makes a difference, honoring our intuition. Some of the cons of this book is the green light reference did start to feel a little overused by the end and somewhat haphazardly thrown around. There is a lot of language, so if that is an issue for you, just be aware of that. There is some graphic sexual content and lots of drug use, which did not bother me, but might bother you, so be aware of that. And there was also something else. He talks about this thing called outlaw rules, and it seems to be kind of like a McConaughey family thing. But it's basically do whatever you want as long as you don't get caught. And I kind of felt like that was, I don't know, I felt like it kind of clashed with the rest of the message. And it was a little irresponsible, but it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like this giant alarm that went off in the book. It was kind of an underlying message that I picked up on. And it could be just me. But it's a relatively short read. It was a really easy read. You could probably finish this in 4 or 5 hours. I love the conversational tone. I felt light, I felt positive, and I felt inspired to create after I read this book. It felt like a restorative read. So if you're looking for something light but kind of inspiring, a little bit funny, kind of poetic, this is a great book, GreenLights by Matthew McConaughey, and the whole story is just interesting enough to move you along. So pick it up, read it. We are at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, so as you can see, I'm doing really good with that whole 5-minute thing. Folks, I'm new at this. I appreciate your patience, and if you're coming back time and time again to watch these little videos, please know that I am a novice and I'm working on it. But I love books, I love reading, and I love sharing with people things that I think can transform their life or even just provide a little relief from the day-to-day grind for a little while. And this is a book that does that. This book checked all the boxes for me. I highly recommend it. 5 glowing stars. GreenLights by Matthew McConaughey. This beautiful, shiny library copy. Okay, so visit me at CycADA.squarespace.com. You can find me under TD Poet. And of course, there's lots of other content there. There are Tom teachings. There are workshops and services by Angelina Abadano. Is her book, Living Grief, which is incredible and will probably either be a book club selection or a shout out. We're at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I need to wrap this up, but I'm on a roll. So let me see if there's anything else. No, please visit our website. Please support CycADA. Even if you just enjoy the free content and you just want to poke around, it's a beautiful website. We put a lot of work into it and a lot of thought, and it's all for you and your transformation. So thank you guys, and have a great day. Bye.